Hello, Alyssa. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website on to me for analysis, and that's what you're watching now, this analysis. Now, what I'm going to show you in this video is how you can get more customers online. And it's not going to be like, a huge deal to your site. It's a beautiful site. I'm going to show you a few things that you can actually do like right now if you wanted to implement them. And I'm also going to show you one of your competitors' websites, and that would be, oh my, here we go. Come on. There we go. Stronghold Roofing and Solar. They say they're in Polk and Sarasota. So they are sort of your number one competitor, and I'm going to show you the numbers on that. And I'm also going to show you how you can beat them, how you can turn things around, because they are definitely beating you in the internet world. So I'm going to start off by saying that you do have a beautiful site. It's clearly one that you guys have spent some money on. You have a lot of different things that are interactive. And it's, current 2024. I can't say more about that. By the way, you're in Lakeland. I'm just up the road a piece on the other side of Polk County in Davenport. So just so you know. Anyway, I have no issues with your site whatsoever, except that there are some things inside of your site that you're not seeing that I can. Now, the first thing I do is I look at this paid tool I have. I subscribe to this thing. It's called Ahrefs, and it gives me the metrics of your site. And then I go and do a regular old Google search for Lakeland, Florida roofer. Now, I know that you guys have a larger service area, but this is just a demonstration for the purposes of your actual, city. Now, I'm going to explain how Google works. And the reason I'm doing that is that most people don't know how it works. And as a result, they can't take advantage of it. And Google is responsible for about 96% of all traffic on the internet. So that being the case, they're responsible for 96% of your traffic. And if you're not getting traffic from Google, then it's likely you're only getting about 4% of what you would be otherwise. So let me show you. I'm going to show you what I mean by explaining how this search page actually goes about. Now, first off, I'm going to tell you that Google has an algorithm, and it determines the placement of absolutely everything on a Google search page. Now, right up here, you can see that there are some folks who have paid to be here. This can be a good strategy for some companies. So, I mean, that's just something to keep in mind. But remember, the placement of these is also determined by the Google algorithm. Now, the Google algorithm is looking for essentially three things. And that is, well, I'll get into that in a minute here. This is the first one. This is what we call the map pack. And aside from Rig Roofing up here, who also have a ad up here, yeah, Rig Roofing, there they are there too. They have paid to be in this listing, but generally it's three companies, and there they are again. Wow, look at that. How could you look at that and say to yourself, wow, I'm sort of overdoing it? Anyway, a lot of people are dubious about folks who pay to be on Google. I don't know why, because it's not true, but a lot of people think, oh, why would you pay to be in a list of the best of the best? And that is not what Google is at all. So advertising can be something good for people. It has not been for Rig Roofing. I can show you the numbers, but some other day. Now, this map pack is, these people are on it because they did something that these folks down here did not do or did not do well enough. And that is they filled out a Google business profile. Now, the Google business profile is kind of like any other online profile like Facebook. It just has a bunch of blanks you need to fill in. These are about your business, though. It'll ask you like what year you started your business. It will ask you what your daily hours are. And it's going to ask you to prove that you own the website, that sort of thing. Now, it's a great place to be in the map pack generally because you're up near the top of a Google search. And the higher up you are in a Google search, the better it is generally. Now, down here below the map pack is what we call the organic search results. These are search results that are organic in the sense that the algorithm itself just places these in there based upon what it needs. Now remember, this was number one that it needed. It needed you to fill out a Google Business Profile. Now, number two is that it needs content. Each of these sites needs to have a certain amount of content. I'm going to show you based upon Stronghold Roofing. Here is their website. Let me see if I can make a little bit more sense. There we go. I don't think that they're based where in Polk and Sarasota. I don't know exactly, but I just have a sense that they are not. But they are coming out very much ahead of you. And I'm going to show you something real quick here. I'm going to take your website. I'm going to copy and paste it into this Word counter. Now, you have 517 words. Now I'm going to do the same for them. Copy and paste. Let's see what they come up with. 1,271 words. Now, if you're an algorithm, what you're looking for is more. More is better. So they beat you in this round. But the truth is that Google wants 1,500 words. Google has determined that 1,500 words is the least amount of words you can use to educate their Google search customers for whatever they have typed into that Google search box. That's what Google wants, 1,500 words. I don't know how they came up with that number, but that's what they want. Now, they're more likely to send you to a page that has, a bunch of stuff on it than nothing, because obviously they want you to be pleased with the results that you go to. So, but all words are not the same at Google. So getting up to 1,500 words, you don't just want to type in the word donut another 300 times, or let's see, what do you have? You need another 1,000 words. So the word donut 1,000 times is not going to help. But here are the keywords. Now, you have a fair number of keywords. This is a great start, 225 keywords. And keywords are words that are part of your industry. They come from your and your competitors' websites. Google sort of mashes all of these things up with the service areas that you have, with Google searches, and they find out what the most keywords are, things that people are actually looking for on a site. And you have 225 of those, and your competitor here has 5,200. Now, this is likely because they are in more than one location than they say they are, but I'm going to show you what their keywords are. Like I said, they can be a mixture of, like roof installation, actual little phrases from your industry. How much does it cost to replace a roof on a 2,200 square foot house? Roof maintenance, black roof, who can remove solar panels from roof? Why would you want to do that? Oh my goodness. Tax credit for roof replacement, small roof repair contractors. Need a new roof but can't afford it. Those are the sorts of things that people have been Googling and are answered on the Stronghold Roofing website. So those are things that are useful for you to know, because like here, this says black roofs. What did I see up here? It was black roof. Now, the reason that that's listed twice in a way that you and I both say, well, that's the same thing, is that the algorithm that is looking for these things does not know our language. It does not know singular and plural. It does not know that roof, roofer, and roofing are all related. It does not. It knows nothing about that. It makes no judgment calls. It just looks for what it looks for. Now, so there are a lot of different roof colors, a lot of different questions that people have been Googling. There's 137 pages of these. And a lot of these are, as I can see, sort of Google search words. And if you got further into it, I'm sure that you would find that there's a whole bunch of words that have to do with the service areas. Like, it'll say, well, there's Florida, but oh, look at that, Brooks, Georgia. So they do have quite a wide service area. That's probably why there's so many of those keywords. So you can catch up to that fairly quickly in your area because you are well on your way. I would say you could get another, 700 of those really easily. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is backlinks. Backlinks is where a different site has you listed on it. So for instance, Yelp. You have a profile there. If you go there, claim your profile, and then put on your URL, there will be a link back to you. That's a backlink. And that is something that you want. And the reason is because Google wants you to be listed by other people as a way of proving that, in fact, you are worthy of going to see. It's kind of like pre-vetting you. It's like if a bunch of people are talking about you, you must be important. That sort of thing. That's how Google is. A little shallow. But these are the referring domains that we're really looking at. The backlinks are where the referring domains come from. You have 38 of them, and Stronghold has 164, so that is easy to catch up to. Let me show you what they have. Here we go. Home Advisor, Digital Journal, This Old House, Today's Homeowner. Now, a bunch of these are, this is going to be so easy for you to beat them. These are sites that are, you want to be in ones that are 70 and above. This rating here is from 0 to 100. It's called the domain rating, and it shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning Home Advisor has a lot of other sites that refer back to them. They have a lot of backlinks. That's why they have such a high number. Your number currently is, come on. Oh, there we go. They pinned it way up to the front there. Your number is currently 30, which is really good for a company of your size. Yeah, you should be proud of that. So now the next thing is getting you on these other websites. Now, if they're good enough for Stronghold, they're certainly good enough for you. And a lot of times it's just a question of going to these sites and filling out a profile. Say, list me. Because these folks want to survive also. They're not going to survive without actual contractors in their lists. So that is something that you want to do. Now, here's what it all comes down to. Your keywords and your backlinks serve to give you 288 visitors. That's your traffic. That's up 38 from the month before. So that's a good trend. Here's what Stronghold had. 5,200 visitors. Now, the value of this, this company does a lot of research into what each of these visitors is worth by different regions and by different industries. And they figure that the value of your 288 visitors is about $2,400 possibly. And that's because a certain number of these, a certain percentage, and I don't know what that is, will turn into a customer. And the same is true of them. It's the same percentage, but that means that their value is worth $19,400 because they have that many more of those people turn into a estimate request, turn into a customer that puts money in their pocket. Now, you are doing really well in one area, and that is when I scroll down here, you are not far down off the top of this. So that is really good. And you got there by doing several things right. But as you can see, there is a ways to go in order for you to be in both places. Google does allow you to be here and here without having to pay for it. So that is something to definitely take note of, because this is an ever-evolving competitive world that we have. And it's not just competing in the real world and virtually, it's competing in the Google world, unfortunately. And so staying on top of that, it's like if your competitor has 1,271 words, then you need 1,272. But the truth is that they're going to find that out, and then they're going to add another 100 words. So, it would be great you coming out of the gate with like 2,000 words, and that's easy to put on a website. Your website designer did a great job, and they know how to hide words in here in a lot of different ways. They can hide them in hovering windows, all sorts of things. To summarize, Google Business Profile, you want to fill one out. Keywords, more keywords and better ones, and more and better backlinks. Now, these are things that I just told you about. You can implement them today if you want. Now, we can also help you make these changes, and that would be with the goal of getting you a lot more new customers using this site. Now, Megan will be back in touch with you to get some feedback about what I've told you in this video. I would just want to thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day. Bye, Alyssa.